everyone. The topic of the week is being an introvert. Yes, but I'm an introvert. And today I'm going to talk about the key to earning at least 200K a year as an introverted tech manager. And I talked about this a little bit on Monday. And by the way, just a programming note / reminder that I do these lives every Monday and Wednesday. Mondays at 4 p.m. Eastern and Wednesdays at just around 11 a.m. Eastern. And like I said, I talked about this the other day. The reason that I'm focusing a whole week of content on being introverted is that there's lots of introverts in tech, and there are lots of introverted technical managers who are stuck in middle management land and can't for the life of them figure out why it is that their extroverted counterparts, you know the ones, the fast talking super connector extroverts that just seem to easily, breezily earn recognition, earn rewards, earn promotions, earn more money. And I get this, and I get this at a very deep level because I'm married to an extroverted technical manager who is, Rob. I'm talking about Rob, by the way, for those of you who know him and have had the pleasure of meeting him. So my husband, Rob Allen, is VP of engineering at One Door, which is a company, it's a tech company here in Boston, that way, that direction, about 2 miles that way. And he has successfui up-leveled in his tech career. He started his tech career around, oh gosh, what year was it? 2001? I want to say 2001, where he started out as an individual contributor, and he's leveled up from there, from being a software engineer to senior software engineer and various titles there, to working for a consulting company, where he then leveled up to, hey Vince, great to see you. Where he then leveled up in the consulting company to more of a management position, more of a leadership position, and then from there, tech lead, tech manager, served as an architect for a little bit, but then realized that wasn't his thing, and then moved up from being, and then we moved to Boston, which is a whole other story, I'll tell you that sometime. But when we moved back to Boston, this was 5 years from now, and leveled up at One Door from being a software engineering manager to director, and now he's VP of engineering. And so Rob is, for those of you who know him, he is absolutely an extrovert. And so his natural power is as a super connector. And so he just loves connecting with people, loves knowing people and introducing people. Our clients love him because there's a very good chance for a lot of people who are on the job market or looking to make more connections that Rob at least knows someone, or knows someone who knows someone who can connect you. Whether it's a hiring manager or someone who might be a recruiter, or just someone who you can start a conversation with. Because at the end of the day, the technical leadership world is actually quite small. Cue, it's a small world theme. It is a small world after all in the technical leadership realm, in the technical leadership space. And so in my previous life, I was a professor. I was a college professor, and I really kind of claimed my introversion. And I was like, yes, I am perfect. I am an introvert. I am perfect to be an academic. And I would kind of like step into my extroverted roles when I had to teach or talk in front of a group of people. But I saw Rob, I was like, oh, wow. I wish I had his superpowers of connecting with people and remembering people's names and really being able to just be that super connector. And look, even for extroverts, it's not just, okay, you automatically get a career upgrade, you automatically get a promotion. There is absolutely a process to it. And I will spend some time, perhaps next week or maybe the week after or sometime soon, talking about, oh, so you're an extrovert. You think that you're just going to get that promotion handed to you in a silver platter. No, 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 my friends, it does not work that way. But really what it's about is, I was spending all of this time thinking, oh, I need to be more like Rob. I need to be more of an extrovert. How do I do that? How do I kind of wear the clothes of an extrovert so that I can finally get recognized and I can learn how to do this as well? And the aha moment, the major distinction moment, breakthrough moment for me came when I realized it's not about trying to be like Rob. It's not about trying to act like an extrovert. It's about being more 100% unapologetically, authentically me, who I happen to be more on the introvert end of the introversion extroversion spectrum. So if that's where you are right now, where maybe you're frustrated to no end that you're watching people who are extroverts level up and you're like, how do I do this? Oh, maybe I need to be more like them. And I actually had a conversation recently with someone, with a potential client, who during a feedback interview with his boss basically said, yeah, you're doing a great job, but really, I want you to try to be more extroverted. You need to come out of your shell. How many times have you heard that if you're an introvert? Just come out of your shell more. Get out there, network. Basically, try to be someone that you're not. So I'm not saying stay home all the time and read books and never get out there or watch Netflix or whatever it is you do to recharge, because that's how introverts recharge. It's alone time. Or maybe it's getting a massage and not talking the whole time because that's alone time. Or like I said, reading a book or watching Netflix or just, or meditating or writing in a journal or just taking a walk on your own in the quiet and enjoying the quiet. That's how introverts like us recharge. And I'm not saying don't ever go out and network, but if you do it from a place of, well, I want to be more like that extroverted person, and that's why I'm doing this, and it's not going to work. That really the key to tapping into your introverted superpowers is not to be like someone else and to copy paste someone else's who has the exact opposite personality as you. It's not about copy pasting their behaviors in doing them. Because here's what happens. When you simply try to mimic someone else's best, okay, I'm going to do this. Okay, they're doing it this way. And they're doing these behaviors. They're engaging in these conversations, and this is how they're doing it. Okay, copy paste, I'm going to do that. The best that you can ever expect is that other person's best. Because you're basically like cloning that person, or at least you're trying to. And so that's why it doesn't work, because you're not trying to be someone else's best. What does that even mean, right? Because that's what you're doing when you're just copying somebody else's behaviors. You don't want somebody else's best, you want your best. And to be and achieve your best, it's about being 100% unapologetically, authentically you. And if that happens to be you're an introvert, then claim that and do what you do best, not what somebody else does best. Because then you're fighting a losing battle. Because that other person has a different set of experiences, has a different personality, has a different set of skills, has a different set of goals. So it's really remembering that it's not about copy pasting other people's behaviors and mimicking what other people are doing. It's about claiming your own identity as an introverted technical manager, as an introverted technical leader, and saying, this is what I do. I know exactly what it takes for me to recharge, for me to create the energy that's needed to then go out there and have the conversations. And I'm going to do it in a way that is true to who I am. And I know that some of this may sound like the classic advice of just be yourself. Just be yourself. You know, like the classic advice, like before you go on an interview, you're going to rock it, just be yourself, right? And while that's on the surface, it's good advice and it's a good reminder for people. Be you with no apologies. It's good advice. It's even great advice. But the reason that most tech managers, folks in technical leadership, from what I've noticed, never truly grasp that, you know, so the key is really claiming your own identity, claiming your own superpower as an introvert and running with it and doing that and showing up with that energy of who you are. But the reason that so many tech managers never really grasp doing that and never really want to do it is because it's almost always from a place of, but I need to be more like them. But I want to be more like this person. And competing against other people. I want to do better than that person. I'm seeing my counterparts get raises and promotions and do these things. So I'm going to compete so I can win and so I can beat them. And that's not how you win. How you win is there's only one person who you're competing against, and that is yourself. You're competing against the best version of you, and you want to one up that. What is the best that I have done up until this point in my life in terms of, you know, let's say networking, you know, to choose a specific skill. Here's what I've done so far to network, to build my network. This is the number of people that I know that know me. These are the number of conversations that I've been able to move forward. This is how I've been able to get recognized up until this point in my career and in my life. This is my personal best right now. And then saying, okay, how can I beat that? And you compete against yourself. You're not competing against anybody else. Because really, at the end of the day, we're all in this together. We really are. I know that a lot of people just basically send out the message and the energy that it's otherwise, that we're kind of fighting against one another. But really, we're all on this earth together. We're all on this earth to make a difference. We're all on this earth to connect and to love and to learn and to grow and to, have some fun along the way as well. So we're not competing against each other. It's not about like the introverts versus the extroverts of the world. People try to make it seem like that all the time. Or just replace introvert and extrovert with whatever other diametrically opposed qualities. Men versus women, blacks versus whites, north versus south. And we like, people tell that story that it's like we're here and we're at each other. Democrats versus Republicans, right? I don't usually mention politics because it's not usually relevant, but it's relevant in the context of we're not really against each other. You could tell yourself the story that we're fighting against each other, but really it's how do I show up and do the best that I can while we all love each other, while we all raise the potential for what is possible as humans. That's what it's about. Because if you don't come at it from that place, you're fighting a losing battle. And that's kind of it's subtle, right? Where are you coming at it from? Okay, I'm going to go out and network and I'm going to be the best introvert I can be. But is it from a place of I'm going to beat you, I'm going to beat you, I'm going to beat you, and I'm going to be better than everyone else and I'll show those extroverts? Or is it really, I am competing against myself because really we are all in this together and there is an abundance of opportunities out there. We're not fighting for them, we're sharing them. We're sharing them. There's plenty of opportunities to go around and they are there for you. They're there for you to claim should you choose to claim them. So that's the key, folks. If you are an introverted technical manager and you're struggling to really up level in your career, that you don't want to stay stuck anymore, and maybe you want a promotion internally and you've been struggling for years to do that. Maybe you've decided you're on the job market and you don't know how to do that, and the whole networking thing just isn't working. Networking doesn't work. Or maybe you're at the point in your career where you want something new. You're just not sure what it is, and that's why you're stuck, because you haven't really decided. You're in this sort of mist and fog of, I'm not sure what's next. And your introverted nature is getting in the way, because while you're being introspective, and that's one of your greatest superpowers as an introvert, our greatest strength overused becomes our greatest weakness. So what happens a lot with introverts, and I've been here myself, is we lean too much on our introspective powers, and we get too much in our own head, and we don't share, and we don't talk, and we don't seek help. So if you're stuck and you're struggling and you're already feeling that, then now is the time to reach out and seek help. And that's what we're here for. That Rob and I are here to help technical managers just like you to claim your introverted, extroverted, male, female, black, white, north, south, patriots, whatever. I don't do sports, but whatever superpowers you want to claim, we are here to help you do that. And we are here to help you do that with integrity and with authenticity. So if you're struggling and upgrading your career, now's the time to book a call with us, thepeoplestack.com/book. We're going to talk about what's not working. We're going to get to the depths of what is not working in your career right now in a way that no one ever has, because we know what questions to ask that no one else has ever asked you. We will get to the depths of what's not working. We will get to the heart of the matter. We're also going to get to the heart of where you want to go. What is the dream? Even if you're feeling like, I have no idea what it is right now, we're going to get you on that path. We're going to get you on that path toward clarity and defining what actually is that dream. Where do you want to go? And then as part of that conversation, we're going to determine if we can help you. And if we're 100% confident we can help you, we're going to make you an offer. And it's always your decision. We'll give you all the details that you need, whether you want to decide to take our help, to take our hands, whether you decide not to. It's always your decision. Whatever the outcome of the call, it's going to be one of the most clarifying, one of the most valuable conversations that you've ever had about your career, because no one else understands you like we do. Not only because Rob and I have been there and we've done it and we've dug ourselves out of pretty deep career holes, we've helped hundreds of technical managers to do it as well. So book a call with us. There's no reason to wait any longer, especially if you're struggling, thepeoplestack.com/book. So that is it for the lives for the week. I'll be posting, or Lauren will be posting another article tomorrow that I wrote about introversion and really how to kind of tap into those superpowers. So more food for thought there, and also more inspiration to take action. That's what this is about. Because if you've been following me for a while, you know that our message is about transformation. It's in the title of the group, Achieving Career Transformation as a Tech Manager. This is not, here's some tips and tricks and information you can do with it what you want. That's not what we do. We give you just enough information so that you can then decide to take action, because action, having conversations, is actually what's going to move you forward in your career. Not thinking about it, not getting introspective, not learning more. Absolutely into learning and growth, but if you're stuck, learning more stuff, reading more articles, gathering more information is not what's going to get you unstuck. So that is the overall message of what it is we do. Just a reminder about that. So that is it for the week. And again, just a reminder, Mondays at 4 p.m. Eastern and Wednesdays at 11 a.m. Eastern is when I do these live. Otherwise, you can catch the replay. That is it for the day, folks. Have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day, and talk to you again soon.